Hey, what's up, YouTube? This is Heathens here. Got another video for you. I'm going to be talking about my 1 year with Prime Inc. So stay tuned. I'll be right back. Hey, welcome back. So I wanted to give out a 1 year review. I've been with Prime Inc. for just over a year. My 1 year was on 9/11. That's my hire date. I've been leasing since the 15th of September. So I officially have a whole year with my Peterbilt. It's a 2020 579 Ultra Loft. I'm going to talk about the truck in another video, my 1 year on the truck. Give you a breakdown of everything that I've gone through and dealt with this truck for the first year. But as of right now, we're going to do a review on Prime Inc. And first off, I'm going to start with, I didn't know what to expect when coming to Prime. I did a lot of research, did a lot of watching a lot of videos of other YouTubers, and basically I felt like Prime was the best option for me, for my goals of what I wanted to accomplish. My goals is to become having my own authority, having my own fleet, and start my own trucking business completely. But I wanted to first get a little taste of what it would be like to actually having to pay for a truck, and even though I'm paying a whole lot more than I would if I went to the bank and got a loan. But I didn't want to do that up front. I didn't want to become financially obligated to a truck just quite yet. I wanted to see if me as a person and my family can actually learn it and be capable of being successful before I actually make the bigger jump. But Prime was one of my top selections with a couple of other companies. But with Prime, the one thing that got me was both walkaway leases. Whether you're purchasing the truck or you're just doing a regular lease, you can walk away from both of them without having any financial obligations, unless you owe a little bit of money on the truck payment because you walked too soon. But as far as I know, they don't really push it onto you. They say they're going to send you a bill later, but I've heard stories where they have, and other stories where they didn't, and when the person comes back, they end up having to pay for it. So my 1 year with Prime coming here, another reason was the way they paid. I didn't want to be paid cents per mile like some of these other leases out here. I wanted the true owner-operator experience, or lease operator experience, if you want to call it. It's more lease than anything, because I don't own the truck. I don't have the pink slip, and I don't have my own authority. I feel being a true owner-operator, you have your own authority and everything else. But some people will disagree, some people will agree. Let's just agree to disagree. But they pay percentage here at Prime, which was awesome. I didn't want to chase miles. I wanted to chase revenue. And so far, my first year as a lease to date, because I started, in the 9th month of the year, I'm going to go ahead and do my lease to date based on the end of August. My statement of expenses showed that my truck made in revenue $191,000 for the lease to date at the end of August. Obviously, with expenses and everything else, that dropped it down. I was doing my calculations. It dropped me down to, I think it was like $96,000 to my bank after expenses, fuel, and everything else. And then obviously taking 30% of that, it calculated down to like $67,000 in my pocket. To some, that's not a lot. To others, it is a lot. It also depends on how much you get back from the government and how you do your taxes. So that can fluctuate. But I wanted to be 100% truthful about what I made throughout the year. Now, given that, I did have a total of 3.5 months at home where the truck was not moving. So it wasn't making any money, and expenses, obviously, the lease payment still has to come out. So given that, if you think about it, 9 months out of the year, my truck almost made $200,000. I walked away with $100K before taxes. Not gonna lie, that's awesome to me. It's more than what I ever made as a company driver for a full year, because I haven't, most of the time when I was company, even when I was getting paid hourly, I would be barely breaking $90K before taxes. So the fact that I can have my own choices when I can go home, how long I can go home, was a huge factor in choosing Prime. I absolutely 100% enjoying being with Prime. A lot of people already know this is a stepping stone for me, but I do plan on being here for at least another couple years. I have no regrets in signing a lease. I have no regrets coming to Prime. Does it suck going 65? Yeah, sometimes. Sometimes it really does. But other times there's been, things that I've seen going 65 that if I was going faster, I probably would have been involved in. So it's a win. It's a love-hate relationship with the 65. But it is what it is. It's their insurance, their authority, their choice. So I can't complain. I can sit here and mope about it, but ultimately, if I want to keep running and keep making good money, I got to do what I got to do. So other than that, Mr. Lowe, you are absolutely an amazing owner. Your open door policy is absolutely amazing. There's been a couple times where I've emailed you and things got done just going straight to you on certain situations, like a load not being paid that I felt like should have been paid already because I did what I did or had to do and made it on time per sales. But that's trucking too. But the fact that you still have an open door policy is awesome and amazing. Keep that up. The terminals with Prime, I absolutely love Springfield. Salt Lake City is pretty nice too. A couple things they need to work on. Pre-pit, I understand your guys' situation, but it definitely sucks that you guys have no parking. Parking is the biggest thing there in pre-pit, so hopefully one day you guys can settle your differences with that city and be able to make bigger. So, because things there is just a cluster. The basketball courts, gyms, the amenities for the drivers are absolutely outstanding versus any other company I've been with. It's amazing, and keep up the hard work on that. And I'm looking forward to seeing the new terminal in Illinois, because I go through there a lot, so it's going to be nice to know that there's a spot that I can park in my mid-shift of taking off and heading over to PA or something like that. So looking forward to that one. Other than that, I'm going to try to take screenshots of my statement of estimates and show you the proof. I'm not lying. I've never lied about it. I keep it 100, and that breakdown I'm giving you is pretty accurate. It might be a little off, a few numbers or so, give or take, but it's pretty close to it. So my one year review is a 100%. If you're looking to come to Prime, it's a great starting place. can learn a lot here if you get with the right people. And yeah, so in the description there's a link to driverlineup.com. You can come over and talk to me, join me there. We also have a link to a Discord in the description where you can talk to me. I'm really active. You can DM me anytime. I have no problem answering questions or helping out with anything that you need help with. But I'm absolutely 100% happy being at Prime. But I do have bigger goals, and I hope it could include Prime, but we'll see what happens down the road. So there it is. Hope you enjoyed the video. It's been a little long one. So I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. If you have any questions, comments, put it in the comments. Ask me any questions you want. If there's anything you want me to talk about or discuss in a video, also leave it in a comment. You can also contact me at my email. It's in the description. Or you can go ahead and shoot over to Discord and ask me there. Thank you for tuning in. Heathens was here, and I'm out.